Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a more lighthearted video because I just found out about this article and I think it's really dumb. But it's like so dumb, it's funny, and I want to talk about it, so let's get started. It's an article in the New York Post called "Sorry Android Users, These iPhone Snobs Won't Date You." Okay, and as an Android user, I'm just like really upset. Just kidding, I don't really freaking care. Well, I'm gonna link the whole article in the description. I'm just gonna go through some excerpts and talk about it. For young daters, the color of text messages is all that matters. When people with iPhones text each other, their messages send in blue speech bubbles. But when they text non-iPhone owners, messages send in a different hue, bright green, as if to signal that they're talking to an outsider. For singles, it's more than just an aesthetic thing, it's a dating red flag, or green flag, as it were. If it's not a blue message, I'm not going to bother flirting with you any further. Brooklyn resident and freelance designer Katie McDonough tells the Post, I'm just like, why don't you have an iPhone? Oh my god, like, are you serious, girl? Like, tell me you're joking. Wow, how old are you? Also, how old are you? I mean, for someone to say that, you must be like, I'm guessing 14 or something with that attitude. I don't know, I'm 33. But it's just hilarious. Like, you judge people on what kind of phone they have. Okay, if there's a guy that thinks like that and, he's not going to want to text with me anymore because I have an Android and he has an iPhone, I don't care. Like, I don't want to be with someone like that. So, Katie, those guys that you probably, those Android users that, you don't want to keep texting because that have Androids, they're probably better off without you. Just saying. McDonough, who's 23. Oh, okay, she's actually 23, not 14. Well, could have fooled me. She finds texting with Android users limiting for very specific reasons. She likes seeing the three dots that show when iPhone owners are typing, the receipt confirming that a message has been delivered, and the ability to react to messages with a haha or a heart. It's just a turnoff. They don't have an iPhone. She says, on Tinder, you message someone within the app for a while, and then you exchange numbers. You're like, I hope it's blue, and it's a relief when it is. Okay, I'm not saying that's her actual, that's how she actually talks, but that's, the way you're acting, that's how you probably, it's, probably how you should be talking. You know what? I'm actually happy I don't have an iPhone. I refuse to get an iPhone because they're just too expensive. I cannot bring myself to spend that much money on a phone. And if I have an Android, like I have an Android, but it's an old Android. It's not, I don't have current Androids because they're too expensive for me still. Like, I cannot spend more than $200 on the phone. I'm sorry. It's a phone. I don't need it to have everything in the world on it, and I do not want to spend $600 on the phone. That's freaking crazy. Android or iPhone. So yeah, I have an old Samsung, Android. I'm okay with it, but I'm happy that like I don't have the little dots or if I can see if somebody read my message. Like, you can see that on Facebook and Instagram and I think Twitter too, but I don't really care that I don't have that feature on my text messages because like I feel like it just adds more stress and anxiety. Like, oh my god, they read it, so when are they gonna reply? Like, I don't want to have that, So I'm glad that I don't have that as an Android user, and I feel like if you do have that, it kind of will probably make you more addicted to like the messages because you're like, okay, they read it. When are you gonna respond? So I'm happy I don't have that, but you just sound really dumb, Katie. I hope you've seen this article about yourself, and hopefully you've adjusted your attitude because this is making you look real bad. In college, her then boyfriend switched from iPhone to Android and it made communication difficult, creating a rift between them. Their love couldn't overcome their smartphone differences. I think that was when our relationship started to go downhill, she says. What? Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's just too funny. Like, wow, really? Like, oh my god. Oh, sorry, honey. You have an Android now. Sorry, I can't be with you. Like, imagine saying that. Imagine dating somebody and then they just switch from iPhone to Android and you're like, sorry, honey, I can't. It's just not gonna work. Are you kidding me right now? I can't believe she's real because this is just so dumb and immature and it's not a joke apparently. Yeah. Jacob Landsman, 23, is an Android user, and he knows he might be judged for his choice by potential partners. It's definitely something I'm a little scared of happening, says the West Village resident. Okay, dude, like, who cares? That's all I have to say. I'm an Android user. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me being an Android user. Though, who cares? Like, if people are gonna focus on that, they're not worth knowing. Just saying. His friends have mocked his Android in group text messages, but he says that if a potential match were to have a genuine issue with his smartphone, he wouldn't be attracted to them. If somebody wants to shame me for the kind of phone I have, they're not worth dating anyway. Yeah, okay, I'm glad you understood that. So you said that now, so stop caring what people think about your phone. Your friends that make fun of you for it, like, maybe get new friends. I don't know. So I've been mocked for, you know, having an Android before, and I just mocked them right back because I'm like, well, at least I don't have the cloud. And then I'm gonna get hacked, you know, because I don't, you know, I don't have to worry about that. So that's pretty great. When I hear about these like clouds, you know, getting Apple clouds or iPhone clouds or whatever clouds getting hacked, and you know the new pictures go up, I'm like, well, at least I don't have to worry about that. So that's good. Some believe Apple purposely implemented the text color scheme, which has been part of the iPhone operating system's design since iMessage launched in 2011 to create a stigma against Android users. I definitely think that's intended to create a false in-crowd thing. Grayson Earl, an adjunct professor at the New School, tells the Post. Android texts, he says, are designed to look less appealing on Apple's iMessage. For Earl and Android users, phone type doesn't matter, but using a texting app that has good data privacy, such as Signal, does. If you're not using good open standards for communication that are encrypted, he says, I don't think we can ever get together. I hope you're joking. Okay? I mean, yes, you know, privacy and, you know, just being safe is important, but like, I'm not gonna, if I like a guy, but maybe they're not using good encryption software, I'm not just gonna be like, sorry, dude. Deal breaker. I was gonna fall in love with you, but because you're not using good encryption software like on your phone, I just can't be together. So I hope he was joking, the professor, but yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this. I just thought it was really funny that like it seemed like that girl was pretty serious, Katie, about like not texting back guys who are on Android. This makes me want to use Androids even more. I wasn't planning on switching to iPhones anytime soon, but after reading this, like, I'm definitely not going to switch to iPhone anytime soon because, you know, I want to eliminate people who would judge me on my phone for my life. Proud, old Android user, okay? If you're gonna stop wanting to be friends with me or text me because I have an Android, cool, I don't want you in my life. You know, I'm gonna keep my Android so that way I can weed those people out. I'm not a fan of Apple, big fan as a company. The only reason I do have a MacBook is because of editing purposes, video editing, because I studied video editing and we had to, you know, had to get a freaking Mac, but I don't like how, you know, they just want to control everything. You know, they freaking changed Final Cut Pro and it was really great. They changed it to like freaking iMovie X or 10, which is awful. If you're an editor like I am, you know it was pretty bad. Final Cut 7 was the best. They changed their computers so, you know, the DVD players aren't included anymore on your computer. You have to buy them separately, and it was super annoying. I'm just like, why? Like, there's no reason. You just want us to spend more money, you know, just more inconvenience. And other things that used to be included on their computers are not, you know, included anymore. You have to, you know, buy them separately. And then the whole thing with like the earbuds, or, you know, I don't use those because I have an Android, obviously, but this, you know, I know that they did that and it was really annoying. And I feel like, you know, they have to constantly release new phones because they just want that dough, and they make people feel like they need to have the latest iPhone, you know, and it's like, no, you don't. You don't need to upgrade a phone every 6 months. I don't know if you guys know that. Like, you don't need to. I've had this phone almost 2 years now, so yeah. But like, Apple makes you feel like you need to have a new phone every 6 months, and you don't. Your phone is probably like, you could probably keep on, you know, hold on to it for a while, but they just have this, you know, they have such influence that they make you feel like, oh my gosh, if you don't upgrade, you're like a loser or something. So I don't like that about Apple. So, and then, you know, just the way they treat their workers in China, and, you know, we know, well, some of us know that. If you don't, you can look it up. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you're not gonna like me because I freaking use an Android, well, screw you, and I don't want you in my life. Alright? Bye. This message brought to you by Samsung.